cnidarians, mollusca, and annelids. We don't have any platyhelminthes flatworms in the tank. For chordata, subphylum, your chordata, we got the tunicate. It's also called sea squirt. It's actually kind of colonial, so you see a bunch of them kind of stuck together. There's usually 2 openings, or depending on how many are stuck together, maybe a lot more openings. They're kind of orangey looking, looks like bulb, right? Sea anemones, they look kind of flowery looking. Big and small. Chitons got the 8 plates. We don't have any in the tank right now, but they are living on the bench right now. Okay? For bivalves, all the black shells are mussel shells. Scallop, it looks like Shell Oil Company. Okay? What does Shell Oil Company look like? It looks like this. Okay? It looks like a potato chip with ridges. Clam is also in the beaker. Right, for abalone, so gastropods, we've got a pink one in the tank, but you usually tell abalone from the holes along the edge of the shell. It's got 1 shell, and actually here's the shiny side that most people are probably familiar with. Right. So you guys, here's the other side of the abalone in case you guys
Let's take a picture of it later.
So it's usually not some shiny.
Now when she's swinging it around.
Right. So you guys are probably familiar with that, but that's what the other side looks like. Well, that's pretty simple. All right. And in a live animal, you can see eyelashes coming out. Okay. The limpet looks like a Chinese hat, like 1 shell. Okay. Looks like a little Chinese hat. Right. It's got a nice smooth circle on the top. Okay. All right. I mentioned that because the barnacle will look something like this, although you don't really tell the difference. Right. Anyway. Okay, snails. We have snails galore in there. We do have a sea slug in there, which I found. It looks like a little rug, kind of spiky looking, right? Like a old-fashioned 1960s rug. Mad Men. I don't know. I never watched that show. I never watched it. Okay, all right. Annelids. We got polychaetes. We got tube worms, and they're kind of hard to tell because they're kind of small. But basically they are tube worms. We do have a long tube that's in there. 1 long tube worm with a long tube, but the other one we have is small. Now we do have some dead like this. This counts. Alright. Though those dead, it still counts as a tube worm. Alright, okay. So it's made up of calcium carbonate, this tube. The animal builds it, right, with dirt or whatever, sand, and it lives in it. Okay. Let's see what else here. Nereus is on the side bench, tubifex. Those brown-looking worms are annelids, they are on the side bench. I mentioned these because we usually like using those on exam because we don't know if you guys are so we'll put them okay. All right. Okay, now let's take a look at the animals. All right. So we're going to start with chordata. All right, so those are tunicates right there, orange things. Okay, so tunicate, right? Here are the sponges, sponge and sponge. So, oh, sorry, that's actually a sea slug now that I look at it. Okay, so that there is a sponge. So we got 1 sponge. So hey, you guys, remember I pointed out to you guys the yellow thing, and I said it was a sponge? I look more carefully now. It's actually a sea slug. Okay, it's actually a sea slug. Sorry, it was hard for me to tell from the top because of the water on the side. It's a sea slug. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, the sponge. So sea slug, right? And there's a sea slug right there. Actually, now that I think about it, now that I'm poking at it, I think it is a sponge. Sorry, it is a sponge. I poked at it, and it didn't move. And it looked like it was stuck to the sponge, so it is a sponge after all. Sorry, it is a sponge. Sorry. It's just that I can't see that well because the water is reflecting. Okay, sorry you guys. Alright, so you can see how much difficulty I'm having, so make sure you look at those things again. Alright? Okay, this is good. There's some things, animals are pretty tricky. Alright? Okay, so sponges. Alright. Okay, sea anemones. they're easier. Okay, so see anemone right there, green, right? Anemone right there. Okay, anemone. Okay, photo day. And anemone right there. Okay, anemone. Okay. Right. And also right here, the white one, that's also anemone right there. Okay. Right. The white one right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. That's a small one.
We also have the big pink one too, right?
Pink?
Yeah, that's anemone, right? Yeah. Then we got small pink and white ones, like these here. These are small. They're called sea strawberries because they're tiny. So anemone, anemone, anemone. But they're all anemones, big or small. And they all have the same shape. Okay. So it's a polyp or medusa. Polyp. Are they sessile or mobile?
Sessile.
Exactly. Okay. They're kind of like your couch potato. All right. Okay. Let's see. So anemone. All right. Now mollusks. We have a lot of mollusks. The chitin is sitting on the side bench now. Bivalves. The black shells that look like decoration, those are mussel shells. Okay. So all the shells that you see that look like decoration in black, those are the mussel cells. M-U-S-S-E-L. Mussel, not muscle. Okay. All right. So spell it correctly. Okay. Scallop. Okay. The shell oil. Okay. Here's a scallop right here, a big one. It looks like there's a so there's one right there, and then here's a half shell. I think that's also a scallop right there. Okay. I don't see any live one right now. What else do we have? We got the clam sitting in the tank. I mean the beaker. Beaker in the tank. And I just want to point out that here's a clam. It's the same species that's in the beaker, right? So this is the anterior part called the umbel, which is the oldest part of the shell, right? So umbel. So the other end would be posterior, where the siphon is, right? So it's sitting like this actually in the beaker. So where the hinge is, that's dorsal, and where it opens, that's ventral. So don't take pictures of me, you guys. Take pictures of them. Right? So Photoshop me out. Okay. All right. Okay. So for anatomical position of the clam, so this would be anterior, posterior. So this would be right, that would be left. So the right shell, the left shell. So you always go with the anatomical position of the animal. All right. Abalone is really tiny. Right, we have one right against the rock, so it's a small group right here. So right there, you can see something kind of sticking out. Those are like the tentacles or eyelashes that I refer to. Okay, so I'll try to see if you see. So it's between two rocks, unfortunately. Okay, but one right there is kind of pink. Right, okay, 1 foot.
Here, sure.
Do you guys see it?
Is this a video?
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. The limpet, I saw a limpet, and where was it? Again, it's against the rock. All right, here's a limpet right here. Okay. There's a limpet against the rock. But it looks like the Chinese hat.